Brian the Rat Cortade. So got to get 2 more wins left. He still has that Druid deck in his lineup that you said that he was a little worried about. He thinks it's either going to be the deck that carries him to win this whole tournament or his downfall. So we're going to have to see if it is the deck that gets the win. But I wonder if he's even going to queue it up. Might be bringing the Shaman deck out, but it looks like it is actually going to be the Druid deck.
I think this deck has a pretty good matchup against Rhinolock. So as we were saying, Rat, who's known for Zoo, I'm sure he's just wishing it was Zoo right now because Zoo has pretty good matchups against all of Chakki's decks, and I think Reno, he knew was going to be the weak link, and that's why he ended up picking it left, just because pick order doesn't matter that much, but definitely feels good to get ahead in the series.
Mm-hmm. I was about to say maybe lamenting his deck choices now. I mean, it did get him to this top 4, but yeah, maybe in the back of his mind thinking, why am I not playing Zoo? I'm known for Zoo. Why am I just not playing it? All right, how do you sequence this if you're Chakki? Do you even Raven Idol on one?
I think he realizes that, he just has that Fandral and he's just wants to get that Raven Idol value. What sucks about this is that it's really, really tempting to go for the Fandral here, and I think you just have to do it. It's just, it gets so destroyed by this Doomsayer coming down.
Yeah, I was going to say, is there anything that he could draw that stops the Doomsayer here? I don't think he has a silence effect in his deck. Keeper of the Grove's not as popular as it once was. Just the 2/2 body is kind of making it a much worse card. So
Wrath would be the big one, and he has a chance to get Wrath off Raven Idol too, because it's going to deal the 4 damage because of Fandral and cycle the card.
All right, now you get 2 cards. There's actually, I think there's a bug with this right now where you can get 2 of the same spell or 2 of the same minion in the Discover that they haven't fixed just yet. So that would be interesting if that came up here. Huh.
So I think he's got to go for this Druid of Flame.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Wrath, that's exactly
Wrath and
what he's looking
Mulch.
for.
Yeah, well, Mulch is 3-man. Would have been able to get it done, but this Wrath is going to let him get it done, though, right? He gets, 4 damage, gets a card draw, too. Wow, that was a big turn.
Yeah, you see it in the Rat's eyes.
He's kind of rolling those just a little bit here. That was a pretty ridiculous turn from Chakki. People just showing the real power of this deck. When you get that Findrel this early, it is such a good card.
Yeah. It's definitely the best card in the deck. Like, there's so many choose ones, and when you get it out early like this, like, look at Chakki's hand. Just everything's glowing. He's going to get another 4-mana Wrath. He's going to be able to buff up his guys, just hit him real hard. It's just definitely snowball out of control. What's up?
This is probably one of my favorite animations in the game, is when you have Findrel in play and you have the choose 1 cards in your hand. It's so cool looking, right? They're all just like glowing green with like that weird kind of, I don't know what is that coming off of the card. It's like so simple.
Just makes you feel powerful.
Yeah, exactly. You're just like, look how cool my hand looks.
And Rat, as you see, just another turn where he's not going to be able to deal with this Fandral. And Chakki's going to have a really strong turn. He's going to get the 5/5 and then buff everything up with the Power of the Wild. And that's the great thing about it. It's that even the 3/2 Panther gets buffed up with Fandral.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was about to say, what sequence do you even make here? I mean, this Demon Wrath and this Hellfire are really slow. They're not going to do enough. I mean, next turn, I guess you could coin out this Siphon Soul, but at that point, the damage is going to be done. Like, Findrel is going to have just done too much in this game. So, I mean, like, what do you even do? What can you tap into for 2 mana here as well?
I'm not even sure if there's, like, a lot of 2-mana cards even in the deck. There's Dark Pillars, there's Sun Fury, Ooze, but I think it might just be, I don't even know. This turn's real hard.
Yeah, you can hit Shadow Bolt, and it doesn't even kill Chakki's minion. Man, early Findrel seems really good in this deck.
Yeah, I think he might just Demon Wrath and then maybe hope that it stays at that 3 HP, and then he could Hellfire next turn, or do the Hellfire hoping that the Demon Wrath cleans up.
Yeah, I think this is one of those shrug plays, like, well, I mean,
I guess.
This is where I am. This is my life now. I do like Hellfiring because if you get to keep it at 3 toughness, then you get to Demon Wrath plus tap next turn. But this is another bad case scenario for the Rat here. He's going to be taking a lot of damage. Look at Chakki's board. By the way, love the new animation on the double cards, by the way.
Yeah, I love all the card art on all those.
Mm-hmm.
I like that they...
Look how cool that thing is in the middle. I don't know what the name of it is when it's both. I need to find out the names of when they're both, but look how awesome that artwork is.
I'm pretty sure it's just Druid of the Flame, just keeps the original name.
Okay. Just a better version of Druid of the Flame, just the big Druid of the Flame.
So that's going to be it.
It's
going to be the Savage Aura. Yeah. And that's just really a rough game for the Rat. The Rat just pick up, it just changed the game. Without that, the Doomsayer would have went off, Rat would have had initiative. It's brutal.
Yeah, what an understanding too from Chakki to know that line. You know, if he finds Wrath here, he's gonna like probably have an easy game from that spot and recognizes it, plays a Raven Idol, and then gets rewarded for, you know, like you have to know he was looking for that exact card. So it's nice when people, you know, try to take RNG in their favor and get rewarded for it. So that means we're going into a game 5. We almost had a sweep. It looked like there was a chance of it, but Chakki's down to his Shaman deck. Brian the Recortate is down to this Reno Nazoth combo. Any other card names you want to put in here?